folks, welcome back to the Bwoah Racing League season number 5. Here we are for another round of league racing. We are in Spain. So first of all, Feliz Navidad to all the Spanish speaking folks out there. Merry Christmas, hope you're having a good holiday. We are here in Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya, known as the test track in the F1 calendar. Let's see if these drivers have tested themselves, tested their cars, tested their setups to push it to the limits here in Spain today. So we're back after a week of break and we have witnessed spectacular Monaco Grand Prix where UK took his first win of the season, showing why he's one of the top dogs around in BRL. So we're getting ready for drivers. We have 15 drivers today, and in the pre-race we heard that some drivers such as Envy or Harry are going to be playing the role as Carlos Sainz here in their home race. RB Ferrello, meanwhile, in the Alpine will be the Fernando of the team for today, and let's hope they have a good turnout in Spain, so perhaps they can portray their real life characters in here. Who knows? 15 drivers, 16 drivers already in the lobby. Now let's just transition to the lobby and give you a little view of what's happening inside. So right, just a quick voice check here. 1, 2, 3. Let me know if you can hear me well in the chat, so that will be a good sign. And I hear myself as well, so which means that is good. Now I just want to hear that chat making noise as well. Say hi if you're there. Merry Christmas to everyone and hope you're having a good holidays. It's Sunday, it's time to chill back and watch some league racing. There we go. Drivers, 16 of them are on the track today. We only have one Williams missing, a Haas missing, an Alpha missing, and also an Aston Martin missing. So 4 drivers are not here today. Let's hope their teammates can do something better on track without the assistance of their teammates here. It will be a pretty long run down into turn 1, so perhaps some teams might want to coordinate a bit of a tow, or maybe they might have practiced it in the pre-race as well. I've heard some chatter about that. The tow is worth about 3 to 4 tenths if you get it right, even more than that if you nail it to perfection. And Prophecy in the chat, Namaste G, welcome, and let's hope the team AlphaTauri has a good turnout as well today. Have a good race. And here we are, drivers getting ready for short qualifying. What's the weather gonna be like? What's the race gonna be like? What are the strategies that the drivers have prepared in the pre-race? Is it a 2-stop? Is it a 1-stopper? Is it gonna be the softs or the hards or the mediums, or a combination of all 3 tires maybe? Let's see. And here we are as the screen loads. What will the Lords of the Weather present us today? And it looks like a dry qualifying, so that is interesting. Alright, dry qualifying, always a spectacle to watch as drivers are able to push to the limits without being worried about traction and all the stuff under braking in the wets. So first driver, Signic Kubabi. Yes, we see him on the mediums. Perhaps he's going to go on a banker run on the mediums. So early strats coming in already. Who will be the first one to leave the track? Let's see. The Mercedes garage is getting busy, and there we go. Signic is the first one out on track. So let's give him the honors to give us a lap around Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya here in Spain. And as we get our MFD sorted out, welcome back everyone in the chat. Please leave a like, subscribe as well, and give us your thoughts on the World Championship that transpired 2 weeks ago. I'm pretty sure everyone has their divided opinions, what should and what should not have happened, but let's not dive into the negativities. Let's just look at the positive side of the things. We got a pretty amazing season. Mercedes, they have dominated this turbo hybrid era since 2014 to 2021, 8 years in a row, man. They've won the constructors. That car is a beast. But this time, just one time, Red Bull have stepped up where Ferrari failed in 17 and 18. Red Bull did it this time, and they went all the way to make Max Verstappen the world champion. Rightfully so. I think he deserves it. Equally so, Hamilton definitely deserved it as well. I was on the cusp of, accepting whoever would be the world champion. I'll just accept it in the last 5 laps, but that safety car came on, and as we know how things turned out. Let's go, let's ride on board with Signic here, who will take us around the Spain circuit. Down to turn 1, blasting down the straight with DRS open. There is a McLaren around his outside into turn 1. Oh, McLaren, you definitely want to get out of the way. Yes, Andre, looks like, was it Andre or Gauds, whoever was it, had done a good job to get out of the way very quickly. Now facing up is another McLaren up ahead. First to cross the line, obviously he's gonna set a purple lap time. Down into turn 5. This is a very tricky downhill left-handed. The car tends to not spin away from you, it tends to drive away from it because it's a downhill braking corner. And looks like we have an Alpine already spinning on track early on. That might have been BRL Wix, was it? Who's, yes, stuck on the last corner, doing some donuts on the track, and back into the pits he goes. Right, back to Signic. Into sector 3 now. Let's ride on board with him. Oh, a little bit squiggly there on the exit, but it is the first banker lap and the track is gripping up slowly, and he will set a 1:17.777. Well, that's one for the lottery goers there. He sets a 1:17.777. Oh, alright. Yes, Prof C, you got a Max tattoo to celebrate his world championship. Good on you, buddy. I hope you got it after his world championship, not before his world championship. Otherwise, it would have been a worldly pain to, witness all that happening. And UK now says no to Signic and sets a 1:16.7 to take provisional pole for now. Envy 1:17.0 on the mediums as well. Oh, drivers are coming in with faster lap times already now. Let's see if anyone is coming around the last corner. We ride on board with Baby Shumi now. Who runs wide? Well, not what you'd expect, but he still sets a 1:79. The Mercedes are quickly getting up to pace in evenly match for now. Galvex back in the pits for now. Now let's watch Andre. Andre will be serving a quali ban today, as what I've been told. So he's just out on track, getting an installation lap in, and he should be returning to the pits pretty soon, I'm presuming. Otherwise, he will be going on to set us a lap. Let's see about that. And 10 drivers have set their laps. Horning sets a pretty slow 20.80. And what's happened there with Andre? He decides to just cut the chicane and back into the pits he goes. So that should be the end of his qualifying if we are correct with our information. And that should be Andre done for qualifying to serve his quali ban. And other drivers, Oxygen stepping in the other Red Bull today, alongside Big Man Joe. Pretty strong lineup as well for the Red Bull team over here. And let's perhaps ride on board with Oxygen and how it takes a lot of curve in turn 1 and 2 there. And turn 3 as well. Whoa, that's very slippery curve over there. And take the shortest line in sector 1, 21.6. Not the fastest looking lap, but it is a purple for now. Let's hope it is a purple for the entire track. To turn 5, very tricky left-handed downhill, and here turns 6 and 7, or is it turn 7 again? Yes, this is turn 7, and coming up is turn 8. Not pushing it too much just yet. Turn 9, pretty fast right-hander, almost flat there. DRS wide open and blast down the straight into turn 10. Yo, a little bit of a lock up there, but gets the car rotated. Sets a purple sector 2 as well. Great lap there, and coming up to some traffic, the McLaren moves out of the way, and there's a Ferrari up ahead, but he will get out of the way to start his lap pretty soon. Oh, good corner, the clumps the curb a little bit too much. Takes it a bit safe. Oh, and he jumps back into the pits. And oh my goodness, that's a lot of collisions with the wall. Thankfully, it is not the race. Otherwise, he'd be visiting the pit lane for wing changes, which Red Bull may not have enough. But in the context of the game, you always have enough wings. Not many drivers out on track right now. Horning, the only other driver, looks like he's getting some cool laps in, not really hot laps per se, but just some practice laps to get familiar with the track once again. And looks like he's almost up to speed. 17.3 he does, 3 seconds faster than his previous lap that he set. Hello Sartek, welcome buddy, we miss you. And yes, it's been hectic and out on track for now. Luckily it's nothing short of hectic. In a few minutes time as drivers will be going out on track. And oh, BRL Wicks, what has happened there? He has spun, and unfortunately we can't ride on board with anyone to look at what has happened. And in the meantime, let's see Streeter, what can he do in his house? Excuse the voice track. Oh, Prophecy, you legend, thank you for the reminder. Yes, just give me a moment, we will quickly tab out and you will not see anything in the screen for a moment. Let me stream it to Discord as well. Here you go folks, in Discord, here we go live. And we're back to your usual transmission of the hot lap. You join us with Streeter, who is coming about round 9, turn number 9, heading down to turn 10. What lap time does he get? He improves by just 200ths of a second. Still a little too far to set anything spectacular to put him in the top 5 or anything, but it looks like he will march on for now. Let's see if he nails these final 2 corners. Oh yes, a little bit of the curb, a little bit of that curb as well. Sends the car a little bit squiggly on the exit. That will lose him about a 10th or 2, a good 2 or 3 even. And across his line, improves marginally, almost 4,000s, 400s there. Keeps him in P10 for now. And as we ride on board, bit of wild Alpine over here running onto the exit. And probably preparing for his lap as well. Nope, it looks like he's low on battery. Probably has done his lap. And we see an Aston Martin. The only Aston Martin for today is KDB, and he's starting his lap as well. So let's give a shout out to KDB as well. Yuking, Andy and KDB. Pretty scary top 3 to say. Pretty strong top 3 over there as well, challenging for the pole. And let's see, Envy now says no to UK's time and sets to 16. Oh, on the softs, goes provisional P1. Purple sector 1 for KDB, 21.7. That should be a purple for him. And let's see, heading down, locks up a little bit. Ooh, a lot of wheel spin coming out of turn 5, turn 6 and 7. Or 7 and 8 this is. Oh, and he invalidates his lap, just runs a little bit wide, a millimeter wide, and there you go, your laps get invalidated here. He will slow down and look to recoup. Signet in P4 with 17.1, pretty good time there. Can he improve any more than this to get him up into P1, 2 or 3? See, goes a little wide. Yep, misses the apex of the chicane, not so perfect, but gets a clean traction of the last corner. What can he set? A 17.1. Oh, he's just under 10 slower than his previous best. He's probably gonna have to find another 2 or 3 tenths by cleaning up the last sector over there. Ooh, as we see a Ferrari on the gravel here. Harry Rocks getting out of the way of other cars, has invalidated his lap as well. So he will be looking to go on these mediums. Once again, these mediums are pretty durable in this game and in this year. So it shouldn't be an issue for him to go for another lap around. And then we have a Mercedes out and right. Oh, we have got a spinner here. Horning has lost it coming out of turn 7 and 8. Will he stay out of the way of Signet? Yes, he does safely. And that might be a wing loss as well for Horning as he understeers into Narnia over there. takes the exit, stays out of the way of every oncoming cab. Oh, come on, slowly honing, slowly, buddy. We know it's Christmas, but you don't want to be going out of your home just yet. RB fellow now joins him on the exits as well. So some people just loving the extra runoff area. Just a reminder folks, we are still on the 2020 layout of Spain, where it features a slightly tighter turn 10 complex, whereas in real life it has been widened and opened up, so it's a bit more flowing in turn 10. Honing goes back into the pits. Oh no, Honing has crashed it into the pit entry. Holy moly, that's an early one for him. P6 though. Will he be able to keep it till come the end of the qualifying session? Honing now, unfortunate, has just pushed it a little too much, so the only Alfa Romeo for today is out of running. And let's see if the other Mercedes or Baby Shumi, what can he do? He starts his lap. Oh, and he's actually done his lap and he's still marginally down on his best time. Okay, drivers are finding it a little difficult to nail this extra technical circuit here. But I think some drivers who have managed to nail it are the likes of Andy UK and Cuba Abi. Wow, we definitely missed that. A 16.9 from Cuba Abi puts it up into P3. Well, that's a good place to start the race as well. You'll be getting a super long tow from P1 into down into turn 1, and that might just give him the advantage that he needs to get a jump on the front too. And let's see, Harry Rocks, what can he do this time around? Still slowing down, has invalidated his lap once again, so he will be looking to recoup and go again. Is he gonna go again though? Let's see. Yes, he is slowing down, getting ready to get the best exit out of the last corner. There you go. Now let's ride on board with Harry Rocks. Unit Ferrari on track at the moment, and his teammate in the pits. Let's see into turn 1. How does it take this? Is he cautious? Yes, a little bit cautious, not taking the curbs, avoiding the curbs. And but that ensures you will not spin. Loses you about 2 to 3 tenths, but that will ensure you make it through safely. What's the sector 1 time going to be? Like 21.8 on the mediums. Pretty respectable time there. Pretty good time as well. Yep, into turn 5, and then the little kink of turn 6, and then down into turn 7 and 8. Mounts the curb, gets a bit squiggly, but gets it out of turn 9 very cleanly. Turn 9, this is turn 9, my bad. And down into turn 10. What is his sector time? Marginally up, just marginally 300ths up in sector 2. Sector 3 is very slow and technical. This is where you can make up a lot of time depending on your setup as well and your driving approach to these corners. Harry Rocks running out the last 2 corners at the chicane, the left and the right, and he abandons his lap. Wow, looks like it's becoming a meme at this point. Whenever we ride on board with someone, they'd like to abandon their laps, so we'll have to find another one. Well, guess what? We'll be having many more to ride on board with, as the final 3 minutes are counting down in this short qualifying session. 15 minutes have passed, folks. 3 minutes remain. Drivers are getting out for their final runs. Harry Rocks, will you be going out once more to improve on the mediums, or will you be starting on these mediums which have done about 2 to 3 laps of running? Well, time will tell. Baby Shumi, another one to risk it on the mediums once again. 79. It's gonna take a mammoth of an effort to improve from what he has. Track evolution definitely will play into factor as well. That will gain him a few tenths here and there if he manages to nail the line and also carry just a good amount of speed. Right, let's see. There is an Alpine starting the lap, so which is RB Fairlow, one of the possible drivers who have inherited Fernando Alonso's car. Well, he also carries the Alonso name in his name, RB Fairlow, so I'm assuming he is driving as Fernando Alonso today. Let's see what can he do in his quote-unquote home track into sector 1. A very good time, 21.9, 6 tenths up on his previous best. That's a pretty good improvement already. will immediately put him up a few positions into P9 at least if he continues this. And we see some traffic forming up in the last two corners. Oof, RB runs very wide in turn 7 but gets it out safely. Turn 9, how committed do you want to be? Oh, makes it through without invalidating the lap but loses a bit of time by running wide. And he has overshot the corner here. Will he be able to get it through though? Yes, loses a lot of time again. But will that be enough? Will that be enough for RB Fell to get out of the top, get out of the bottom 10 here? Drops to P13 now. Alright, looks like a semi-decent exit over there. Not the best final chicane. Across the line, what is this gonna be? He improves by 2 seconds and puts him up into P8, 117.5. Look at that midfield. Oh, Streeter has retired. Streeter has lost it in the second corner over here as we are approaching it. RB Fellow, will we be able to see from his onboards what happened to Streeter? I'm guessing he might have just clipped the curb. Is that Streeter though, running on the side of the streets? Yes, it is Streeter. Looks like it is Streeter that is running on the side. He has lost it. Now let's ride on board with the big hits. Envy will be starting his lap right now. Yuki, wow, surprisingly deciding not to go once again. He will be staying in pits. Cube RB as well in the pits. KDB and Envy now have a shot at pole once again. 3 minutes are up. Whoever has crossed the line now will be setting their final lap times. And Freeze puts it up into P4, makes it a second row for the AlphaTauri team. Prophecy is definitely jumping in happiness. 3 and 4 for the Alfa Romeo, excuse me, for the AlphaTauri team. And let's see if KDB, who has lost his P4, now currently in P5, can he improve any further into the sector 2 speed, up by a tenth and a half almost. Can he do any better though? Pole is still over a second away. Last sector is where you can make up majority of your time as well. Oh, Envy has lost it coming out of turn 9. And yes, he has lost it. So that means he won't be able to challenge for pole. Will KDB be able to challenge for pole though? Coming across the line, he sets a 16.6, which only puts him in P3 in the second row. Envy, what a lucky man. What a lucky man in that Ferrari. He has binned it coming out of turn 9, but his first lap was good enough to put him on pole with a 16.0. Congratulations to him. He will get the pole position. You can line up alongside him, KDB in P3. And what a good turn up by the AlphaTauri team today. 4 and 5. Let's hope they carry this form into the race as well. And good lap times there by the Red Bull teams as well. Wow, look at that. 17.3, 17.4 on the mediums, both P9 and 10. Strategically, you definitely want to be on the medium tires to start off the race. Will they be able to take advantage? Will the circumstances play to their advantage? Will there be weather? We wonder. And folks in the chat, if you have some info on the weather, please do let us know, because as always the comms are in the dark about the weather and we'd like some extra anonymity on the weather to keep it spicy, to keep it a bit surprising in the comms box, but we don't mind a bit of spoilers from here and there. Yes, Prophecy, congrats to your team, and yes, woohoo indeed. Let's hope they can continue this good form into the race. The podium is up for the grabs, or will the team prioritize the championship and go for maximum returns for the team? Let's see what the AlphaTauri team has decided, what Prophecy, the team principal of AlphaTauri, has been planning in these 2 weeks. We're about to see in a few minutes time. And hopefully we don't have any lobby restart as in the previous weeks. There we go, and yes, session will start, and someone has started a time as well. Let's hope it's not another case of early starts over here, otherwise students are gonna get busy once again. And yeah, we're busy the holidays, guys, so please keep the incidents away in turn 1. 6 seconds, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we count down, and we will be going into the formation lap. Yep, formation lap is underway. And let's once again set up our MFD, our screen for some greatness. Of course, driver has always requested for the broadcast cam. Thank you for reminding as well, and I will do my best to show you some broadcast cam from helicopter shots, whatever the shots are. Let's bring up some important telemetry as well. Right, interesting tire choice there as well. P9 and P10, as we know, the Red Bull drivers of Big Man Joe and Oxygen lineup in Row 5. They are starting on the medium tires because they have qualified on those in top 10. And well, not a surprise really, but P11 onwards, everyone deciding to start on the medium tires, the more durable. Right, let's give some honors to the AlphaTauri team who have qualified in for. Perhaps let's start with them. Let's ride on board with them for the start and see how they can perform into turn 1. Yep, and excuse me for spazzing on with the buttons, but here we go. We are ready. We go for lap number 1. Fire lights are coming on, and go, and well, everyone seems to be jumping on the track. It might just be my connection, but there we go. A good start by Envy, who takes P1. UK is being challenged by KDB. UK dives down the inside. Oh, look at that, look at that. Look at that. Drivers are just running left, right and center, all going wide, and there is a Wild Williams that has dropped down the position. No, not a Williams, but it's BRL Wicks all the way at the back who has lost some positions. Let's try on board with some drivers and see how this turn 1 is shaping up. Yeah, folks, if you can hear me in the chat, please do leave a message. Otherwise, we might be having issues with the stream. And apologize for that as we get back on track now. Lap 1 has concluded and we will see what has happened on track. Looks like the McLaren of Andre has been caught up in an incident and he looks to be slowly driving back into the pits. Now he is continuing, but it is Streeter who has actually gone into the pits for an early pit stop. And Signic has retired. What has happened there? And Signic has retired. Something has happened to Signic. Yes, and as we cross, he has probably collided or lost it. And let's see with Andre. What can Andre provide us with some onboards? Let's see what has happened to Signic over here. Oh, and his car, he's just stranded in the middle of the track. And a virtual safety car has been called out. Is Streeter now the lucky one to be pitting under that virtual safety car and saving some time? It's not gonna be converted to a full safety car anytime soon though. Alright folks, please excuse me for the continuous connection issues here. It is getting a bit sketchy over here, but we are back on track. And a virtual safety car is still out. Drivers have decided to stay out for now. Oh, Freeze is the one jumping the gun, getting rid of the soft tires immediately. He will be the first one to get rid of the soft tires and probably go on to the hards for the rest of the race. He will be taking this very long. Oh, he goes on the mediums though. That's a bold choice. Bold choice by the AlphaTauri team. Their prophecy definitely coming up with some big brain strategies over there. Yes, thank you folks. If you can see the stream, please leave me a message, leave a like or do something, say something in the chat. Let me know that you are watching and the stream is okay. It could be just the game, or it could just be my connection today is having a Christmas party on its own. But here we are back into the action. Virtual safety car has been called. And Freeze immediately goes for a spin. Luckily, no one's around for him, and Reese has to track safely, and he gets underway once again. Those medium tires will take a lap or two to warm up, but you know what? While Freeze is getting these tires up to temperature, let's go back to the top three. UK, NB, and KDB, the usual three suspects, are fighting it out. Oh, and looks like Freeze has lost it once again. Those tires are probably now overheating, and he has definitely lost a lot of ground even after making that pit stop under the VSC. Gouts sets a 121.9 on the mediums, so he's not looking to save some tires, he's definitely looking to go for it. Baby Shumi has made a move on Gouts though. Oh, Baby Shumi has spun on turn 2 as well, and he is facing backwards, and oh, look at that BRL mix as well. What a synchronous spin, what a synchronous spin. Oh boy, they're going off at turn 1 and 2. These boys can't keep it on track. Yes, Spain is catching now. Freeze is back into the pits as well. Street has now set the fastest lap for now. And let's see if the drivers are keeping it well behaved up in front. NB pulls out a gap about 2 seconds to KDB, but UK is not letting him go far away. And as the train is bunching up, Cuba Abbey is now under attack by Oxygen. Oxygen now only within 3/10 of Cuba Abbey. Let's see if Cuba Abbey can hold his ground. DRS has been enabled, so which means Oxygen now within 3/10 will get it. Omega slipstream down the straight, and with the DRS assistance, definitely looking to set up a move. Let's see if they can make a proper move into turn 1. Oxygen now pulls off, side by side they go into turn 1, gets the move done into turn 1. Oxygen up into P4. Freeze now, not Freeze, Kuberabi actually, my bad, on the soft tires, probably starting to lose some pace. Horning now also getting rid of the soft tires. He's back into the pits for a set of medium tires. Oh, and it looks like there's an AlphaTauri that looks like Freeze once again, and he has troubles keeping his car on track today. Yo, Freeze, he's probably freezing in this lobby today, but let's hope he gets his groove right and continues racing, because guess what, just a few seconds down the road is Envy, the race leader, who's coming to lap him. Harry Rocks, his Envy's teammate, has picked up 3-second time penalty for corner cutting as well. Yes, indeed, track limits are pretty difficult to manage around here, and it's being proven that by the drivers themselves. Let's ride on board with UK now, driver who won the Monaco Grand Prix. Can he challenge KDB into turn 1? No, it looks like he's a little bit too far. Oh, Wally though, looks like he's closing, but he's not deploying his battery, and KDB just dummies it around the inside. Oh, whoa, they're getting a little too close there for comfort, and yep, continue they will into turn 3. Nowhere else to overtake on this track conventionally other than the braking zone of turn 1. No other drivers are keeping it. Yep, no other drivers are really challenging into turn 1 just yet. You really need to be within like 3 or 4 tenths to make a move into turn 1. RB Fellow here on the back of Big Man Joe. Big Man Joe now, well, made some pretty good moves. Started in P9, is now up into P7. His teammate Oxygen started P10, is up into P4 now. So good showing from this Red Bull in the early pace. And on the mediums as well, this will take them pretty far into the race. But question is, how well can they manage it? Now, first of the battles coming up ahead is the two old folks of BRL, as you may call it, KDB and UK. Now, will KDB defend his might with all his might into turn 1? Yes, looks like this might be the opportunity UK was waiting for into turn 1. Side by side they will go. Oh, UK jinks to the left, jinks to the right, and goes around the outside. Can UK make it stick there? Yes, UK is much ahead into turn 1. KDB though, lining up a switchback to get a move on UK, but no, Dirty Ass says not today. Next lap it is. Now Freeze picks up another 3 seconds as well, while he seems to be getting his car back under control, but penalties may start racking up as well. He's gonna be lapped by Envy very soon, unless Envy decides to box and freeze from some this lap misery. We'll find out shortly. And here we are, McLaren getting back on track as well. Gouts running at his own pace, 3 seconds off RB Farrello for now. The pack up in front though, led by Harry Rocks, and then followed by Big Man Joe and RB Farrello. 3-man train forming up in P6. Big Man Joe will definitely be looking to make a move into the next pit straight. Oh, Big Man Joe gets a bit squiggly there. They might just lose him a little bit of time to attack Harry Rocks, but Harry Rocks keeps the advantage for now. Pretty long straight, but also pretty difficult. Cuba Abi, another of the soft runner to get into the pits. Oh, and we missed the move. KDB and UK as well. Look at this, side by side they go. UK still on the outside, tries to get the switchback line on KDB. These two folks are not in the mood to catch up to Envy. They just want to fight on their own today. Jinx around the outside. Oh, UK, can you make it though? Can you make it though? Can you make it though? Side by side into turn 5, turn 6, and turn 7 and 8 coming up next. But no, KDB keeps it ahead just for a little longer. That has invited Oxygen into the party as well, and now it's a 3-man train. Oxygen on the fresher mediums now against these aging softs. Will wanna be getting the P2 as well. And we up in front running his own race now. KDB has started his own train as well. Honey picks up another 3 seconds. Envy's teammate here, Harry Rocks, has started to form his own train as well. Envy, the race leader, is now into the pits. But let's turn our attention quickly to KEB, UK and Oxygen. While UK might just be a little too far, but looks like he's going for the move once again. Will he be attacking though? Is he close enough? No, not close enough. KDB just had enough of a gap to keep it in front for now. Envy has crucially come out in clean air behind Gouts. And yes, that will give him some advantage to keep his chances of P1 alive. Will KB and UK respond though? Oh, that seems to be RB Fellow. Is it RB Fellow? No, it's BRL Vix, the other Alpine, who has lost it coming out of the last corner, and into the pits he goes. Luckily, that has not brought a safety car or anything which would have compromised Envy's chances. Now, back in front though. And yes, folks, there you can see a 4-man train almost is formed here. Big Man Joe has gotten past Harry Rocks. Now the Red Bull pair running in 3 and 4. Well, what a good show up for them. Harry Rocks now will be tumbling down the position, tumbling down the order as well. Harry Rocks, yes, he is definitely on the aging soft tires. He might be pitting this lap as his teammate has done his box on his previous lap as well. Let's see if he goes into the pits, or will he be under attack from the Alpine of RB Farrello. KDB has boxed as well in response to Envy, and UK now inherits the lead and decides to go for another lap. Where will KDB come out though? Has he been held up by Envy? No, I mean, has he been held up by UK in the previous laps? Looks like he might have just been held up, and Envy behind just makes a move on the other McLaren as well. Oh, Envy is running a little bit wide, but crucially keeps it on track. Giver Abi now sets the fastest lap and is looking like he's gonna make a move on Honing. Is this a move coming from Honing? Will he be able to defend though? Yes, just enough. Just enough is done for now. Honing on the aging medium tires against Andre's Honing section on the fresher tires, and yeah, looks like they will be fighting it out for another lap or two. BRL Wicks, oh, and he has gone wide a little bit again, so it's not going so well for the other Alpine over here. KDB has lost positions to Cuba Rabi. Oh, KDB is on the hard tires and he is not finding it easy on these tires just yet. And up ahead though, a McLaren goes for a little spin, and that is the car of doubts. 9-lap-old mediums on his tires. Are they running out of tire life already at this stage? Perhaps, as Harry Rocks, the other Ferrari, now makes his second stop. Envy sets the fastest lap for now and will look like he will be challenging for the pole again. Up ahead though, RB Fellow, just over a second ahead, will be closing him down very soon. And UK Oxygen, look at that, a train is already forming. UK and Oxygen, yes, Oxygen, who started in P10 on the medium tires, is now challenging for the race lead. And oh, BRL Wicks just behind us has crashed coming out of turn 8. And guys, guess what? It's the full safety car that has been called out. Who's gonna benefit from this? It's gonna be the likes of UK Oxygen, big man Joe Bwoah up ahead in turn 10, who has crucially pulled out just enough of a gap, probably just enough to come out ahead of Envy. Let's see if UK can pull off this masterclass, this superb overcut once again, as he has done in Monaco. Definitely the opportunity that the UK was waiting for, and he has been presented with it. Lap 11 out of 33. 33% of the race is done. UK and Oxygen have now entered the pits. Big man Joe will be looking to double stack as well. And crucially, double stacks have been fixed in this game, so he will be in without expecting any delays. And RB Fellow goes in as well. Envy though, will he be out in the lead? Yes, looks like he will be out in the lead. Well, that undercut may have just served him well for a lap or two, which allows him to keep the lead for now. Every driver who has not boxed yet are boxing in once again. KDB, crucially there, on the hard tires, oh, gets ahead of everyone except for UK and Oxygen. Has to abide by the delta and keeps it in P4 though. Okay, that's some net positions lost from him, and then the spin that he had a lap ago definitely contributed to that loss as well. Safety car is out, and the leader has caught up to the safety car, so let's slow down, let's recoup everyone and rethink all the strategies. Horning, surprisingly, on the soft tires here. Will he be looking to go for another pit and onto the medium tires to end it? And as we heard just a few seconds ago, UK sounds like he's driving his engine to burn some excess fuel. UK and 2-lap pressure mediums here, not that much of an advantage, but given that you want to go till the end on the mediums here, every lap of freshness on these tires will count. Question is, will Envy be able to hold off UK and pull a lead, or will UK close up to him? And Oxygen and KDB, who are on the hard tires, will be pretty strong towards the last 5 to 10 laps. Will they be able to make a jump on these medium runners up ahead of them? Safety car will end its first lap. UK, they're weaving very aggressively, possibly a little bit of game issues, tricking us into thinking that he's weaving aggressively, but guess the tires warm enough. Let's quickly have a look at the penalty situation here. Drivers all over the track not picking up any penalties for colliding under the safety car. Let's hope I have not jinxed that, but only 4 drivers currently out on track have time penalties for track limits. Harry Rocks being the first one in P7. Baby Shumi and Horning also have a 3-second freeze. Who is the last running driver in P14 has a 3-second as well. Other drivers, well, they may have picked up warnings. They want to be careful not to pick up any more warnings that will contribute to a time penalty. Tire situation looks interesting as well. Everyone pretty much running on the mediums or the hards. Majority of the field has decided to go on the hard tires for till the end of the race, which will go the distance. Question is, will the likes of Envy, UK, Harry Rocks and Streeter make their mediums last till the end, or are they hoping for another safety car or VSC to bail them out in the later stages of the race? Second lap of the safety car, and only 2 drivers are still disconnected from the pack. Streeter and Freeze. Freeze taking his return. Of course, he has not being having a great time since the start of the race, and he wants to, perhaps warm up his tires quite nicely so that he gets a good restart. Up to the folks in the chat, let's hope all the connection issues has been sorted out, all game issues has been sorted out. So once again, if you're here, say hi, drop a like for the stream, and also follow the channel, subscribe to the RoadRunner Racing channel for more updates as well. And speak of connection issues, I think I might be on the receiving end of it, as I'm seeing cars going all over the place. Yep, it's just my connection on a Christmas party today. Safety car is still out for another lap, so this officially will be the last lap. Safety car stays out, so drivers will be looking to warm up their tires. As you can see, Big Man Joe on the hards, KDB on the hards as well. Everyone on the hards will be taking extra measures to make sure these tires are up to temperature. And there seems to be a little disconnection in the pack. The Ferrari of Harry Rocks there seems to be... Oh, that looks like a McLaren has gone out. Oh, what has happened here, Gouts? What has happened here, brother? Am I being tricked or something? Yep, he has picked up some gravel marks on his tires, and he definitely ran wide there. Alright folks, if you're watching before we have the safety car restart, don't forget to hydrate and get yourself prepared for the safety car restart, as we are negotiating some connection issues in the game as always. Well, that's funny. I might have disconnected from the session, but let me just get a quick word from the racers if everything is okay. Alright folks, let's just give us a moment to recoup and see if there are any actual underlying issues in the game itself. We might be back in a few moments. Let's see. Yeah, the race is underway folks, and my apologies for a poor connection. I will be rejoining in a short moment, so please excuse me for the all the troubles that we are facing today. I humbly apologize from the bottom of my heart. We will be back in a few Holy goodness, oh my goodness, folks. Apologies for the lack of audio. Please let me know if you can hear me. Well, this has not been the best day from the comms box. Looks like everything is going haywire in terms of in terms of setup. Well, I think if you can hear me right now, we are definitely speaking. I have been speaking for the past few minutes without realizing the audio has been gone. It's not been a best day, everyone. Looks like it's on a Christmas mood today. And we are back on the race restart. UK has pulled out a second gap on Big Man Joe. KDB right on the tail of Big Man Joe as well. NB, well, if not on the tail, he's like in the tail of KDB, if you know what I mean. And look at the gap that he has. It's closing down, it's closing down. KDB, will he be able to defend though? He's getting the slipstream from Big Man Joe, which is keeping him alive for now, but Envy on the fresher tires is able to just keep it close enough. Just look at the extra grip that Envy has through the corners on the fresher mediums compared to these older hards. Yep, as you see, whoa, Big Man Joe defending as hard as he could. Yep, Envy is definitely not letting this chance go. He knows the P2 is there. Eventually P1 is also going to be there, but how fast can he get through this traffic? How much can Big Man Joe pull his own weight on the straights? How much can KDB make use of Big Man Joe's toe down the straight? How much can Envy make use of his tires to get a move on this front too? Let's ride on board with KDB. Will he be able to defend for Envy this time around? RB Fellow. Oh no, KDB has spun it. KDB has lost it on the exit of turn 1. On the last corner, my bad. And he has gone down the order. And that's his charge over. But look at this. Just in time, get a move coming in from Gouts. On freeze into turn 1, side by side they go. Gouts on the soft tires makes it sick into turn 2 and 3. Now gets up into P8 he goes. Envy though, oh look at that, is that a move coming? Oh no, it's a move in from RB Fellow. What a move performed by RB Fellow to get a move on Envy. These soft tires are really in the groove. But look at this, Envy gets a good cutback, but not close enough to get behind RB Fellow. RB Fellow now has his sights target locked on Big Man Joe. Can RB Fellow get within the DRS of the Red Bull in front? Yes, he does, and that will keep him safe from the attack of Envy. UK meanwhile, YL Fox has pulled out a 2.6 second gap on Big Man Joe. Every lap he's up ahead, away from Envy, away from RB Fellow. Will keep him in the lead as we get more yellow flags behind. And what's happening behind there? Let's see. On board with Streeter, can we spot any anomalies on the track? No, looks like everyone has recovered on track so far. KB though not looking like he's having the best of days. Back up in front though. Look at that. Look at that. RB Fellow makes a move on Big Man Joe down the inside. RB Fellow goes and takes the inside line. Easy as you like. And Big Man Joe now has to contend with a charging Ferrari right behind his gearbox. Oh, look at that. Oh, and they have collided. They have collided. Big Man Joe has retired. Big Man Joe is out of the race, which brings out another safety car. Oh my goodness, everyone, just please avoid this car. You don't want to be involved in an incident. What has happened there? Envy was going down the inside of Big Man Joe. It's a repeat of the 2016 Spanish Grand Prix between Hamilton and Rosberg. Looks like there was just no space between the two drivers. And who's going to benefit out of this? It might just be RB Fellow, who is up in P2 on the soft tires. UK now out in front on these old medium tires, has to contend with another driver charging behind him right on the safety car restart. Big Man Joe now is out of the race. Unlucky for him. Another race, another retirement for the big man himself. That means he will be out of the running. 4 people have now succumbed to the challenging nature of Spain, which well, is almost predictable. Oh, RB Fellow into the pits he goes. What a bold move, what a bold call from him. NB has retired from the session. What has happened to him? Oh! What has happened to NB? He has lost it on track, look at that! I think he might have just caught the curb, or he must have just hit the wall on the pit entry and he is out. He's out. He's out of the race. Let's see with Baby Shimmy if we can spot anything that happens. As we know, we saw some debris on track. Whoa folks, what a twist of fate we have. Andy, who was looking like he's poised for the race win, charging through the field, has now not say disqualified, my bad, wrong choice of words there sir, but he has lost it on the last corner end, which means he is out of the session. Whoa, 5 men are out, 11 left running. Everyone has some penalties to pick up, carry their own weight till the end. UK now joining right behind him is Oxygen. Whoa, suddenly things have just changed, and Gouts, who has stayed out on the soft tires as well. No, he's looking like he will be challenging for the win. Whoa, okay. And this point, RB Fellow, who is in P7, has the freshest tires of all. He has the freshest softs. Alongside him is treated just few positions behind. These two drivers have the freshest tires of everyone compared to the likes of UK, Oxy, Gouts, Freeze. KDB though, on the 15 lap, all hard tires. How long will he be able to hold on? These hard tires, they will definitely go the distance, but will they hit up enough for him to get a good restart and hold to his position? Will he go into the pits? Now he dominated, but he's not going for it. I think he has committed to these hard tires till the end. This will be it, his one and only chance. Some extra engine revs there to burn some fuel. Alright, safety car is out for the second lap running, and only Streeter and Herox are remaining to join the queue. And Streeter is approaching the back of the queue. It will mean that Herox will be the only one that will decide whether the safety car goes up for another lap, and looks like he is right on the back of the queue. So we might just get 4 more laps of running, 5 more laps of running. That's lap 28 to 35. 5 laps of running. Will the old softs hold on for Gouts, or will the old mediums prevail for Oxygen? Will the older mediums for UK prevail and keep him alive up in front? As we've seen in the previous stint, UK was successfully holding off Big Man Joe for quite a while, but now with Oxygen right behind him on the fresher mediums compared to his own, safety car has been called in, which means UK now will be running through all the possibilities, all the ways to defend from a charging Red Bull and a McLaren behind him. And who knows, RB Fellow looks like the dark horse for the day, on the freshest tires of all, on the fastest tire of all. Will he be able to charge through the field, make a dash for the podium, dare I say the win as well? Safety car will be in. UK now is looking to get a good start as well. Let's see if he manages this well. Slowly, steadily gets a wide line. He doesn't want to go so well. Oh, UK has been tapped by... Oh my god, UK has been tapped. UK has been tapped, and he's been tapped once again, which means now Oxygen is up into the lead. And what's happening there? It's a whole kerfuffle going on in there, and UK now, thankfully though, gets his lead back. Something might have happened there. Oxygen might have just tapped him out of the lead, which means, you know, that wouldn't have been the best case scenario there. But look at this. All drivers on track, squabbling over positions, and whoa, careful there, sir, as the house runs wide. Tuberabi now, oh! Streeter has lost it. Streeter has just lost it out of nowhere, and he's out of the race. Will this be another safety car over VSC? Looks like the marshals are waving the yellows, but looks like there's not going to be another safety car. Oh, wow. 10 drivers remaining on the track. 10 drivers are left, and we have some big hitters like Envy, Big Man Joe out of the session as well earlier in the session. Now UK who crucially has his lead given back to him by Oxygen after that on the safety car restart, where Oxygen seems to be, accidentally tapped UK. Now UK is gonna be defending from Oxygen for this lap also to come. Look at that though, RB Fellow, who has made up some moves. Well, this might be a move coming from RB Fellow. Let's see if this guy, on the faster side of all, can make some moves in the last 5 laps. KDB looks like he's defending, goes around the outside, but he knows that this position is lost, and RB Fellow gets up into P4. Next up, a podium position for him. Freeze is up ahead on 9 lap old medium tires. RB Fellow now looks good for a race win, dare I say. And Freeze now just carrying his own weight, carrying his own speed around the track. Keeps it in P3 for now, but not for long. RB Fellow is already right behind him. UK there now has to contend with a fast approaching Oxygen. A Red Bull on your rear is never a good sight to be seen, especially after the 2021 season. Now Oxygen will be within DRS range of UK. UK on the 16 lap old tires though will be finding it difficult to keep it on the track around the corners, but does he have enough straight line speed? Does he have a good exit to keep it ahead? 6/10 of a gap, just enough for him to keep a gap though. Oxygen now, he's a little too far off to get any good advantage. Oh, but look at this, we have a move coming in from RB Fellow on Streeter to get into P3. My bad, it's not Streeter, it's Freeze. So Freeze that thought for a moment. RB Fellow gets up into P3, and that Fernando Alonso's spirit is burning through him. Next up is Oxygen and UK, who are squabbling over P1 for now, which invites RB Fellow into the mix. Horning makes a move around the outside, around the inside of Gouts, and up into P6 he goes. Gouts challenge back, but no, he's not close enough. 4 laps to go, 3.5 to go including this, and KDB now on the back of RB Fellow has made a move on Freeze. Oh, that's a wily old move coming in from KDB, but up in front KDB, we might have to leave him for a while. UK will have to contend with Oxygen once again. Gaps are getting closer, folks. There's battles all over the place. Let's look at this. This might be a change of blade coming in, but no, once again UK gets a better exit onto the pit straight as well. He's just managed to eke out that gap to Oxygen, but no, look at this. Oxygen is coming back with the toe and battery. He's using all his powers that he can, but no, he's not close enough. 7/10 is not close enough of a gap to make an overtake from that far back. But will his tires prevail though? Oh, around the outside he goes. UK, can he defend the inside? Yes, just parks his car on the right spot, but this is inviting RB Fellow into the mix, but RB doesn't seem like he's getting any faster. If anything, he is losing some time to the front too. RB there in the AlphaTauri sets the fastest lap of the session. That's a consolation. Then the AlphaTauri team will be happy to take Freeze, who runs in P5 for now. Well, he might just be happy to bring home the points for the team, if anything. UK, they're running slightly wide on the tires. His tires are 18 laps old, buddy, and wow, that's definitely difficult to manage as well. And once again, let's see if UK gets a better exit this time as well. Yes, gets a pretty good launch out of the last corner. Oh, your Oxygen runs very wide and onto the curve. That gives him gives UK another lap to survive an attack from Oxygen. UK keeping his wits, deploying all his battery only for the straights. He knows where to park the car, he knows where to defend it. And KDB has made a move on RB Fellow as well. Looks like the soft tires are falling off the cliff after just a few laps. KDB on the 21 lap old hard tires is still making moves. Up into P3 he goes. Gauts now here chasing the Ferrari of Herox. The only each of them are only the running drivers of their respective team. Gauts for the McLaren, Herox for the Ferrari, now fighting over P7. Will Gauts be able to make any move though? But his tires are 11 laps already, and look at the train that is being formed from all the way from KDB down to Gauts. P2, P3 to P8 is up for grabs. Anyone makes a mistake and there goes the position. Baby Shumi seems to be losing it a little bit on the last corner. Oh, and let's see if there's another move coming in from Oxygen. This time Oxygen is so much closer. UK now has to defend. He knows this time around Oxygen is much closer. It's coming, he's coming, it's coming. Can we see a move coming in? Yes! Oxygen goes down the inside in turn 1 and takes the P1 away from UK. Oxygen now up into P1. Can he pull away? Can UK stick around with him? RB Fellow meanwhile has made a move once again on KDB. These two are just trading position. KDB is out of battery and RB Fellow not to fire, and they collide! And they collide. P3 and P4 have collided. That gives Freeze a P3. He is promoted back into the podium position. Wow, KDB and RB Fellow, they're getting a little bit feisty and losing both of them the chance for a podium. Down they go into P7 and 8. Freeze now up into P3. Well, last lap, few corners to go. Can Oxygen keep it in the lead? Can UK manage to mount a fight back in the last few corners here? Looks like Oxygen will be coming home to take the victory in the Spanish Grand Prix. His first victory in this season, looks like it. Oxygen comes around the last 3 corners. There he goes, coming around the last chicane, left and the right, and there we go, across the line. Oxygen will come across the line after 33 laps in the Spanish Grand Prix to take P1 on track, sets the fastest lap as well, and wins the race. Well, penalties may have decided some things post-race, but looks like UK will for now cross the line as P2 on track. Gauts, well, game says he's P3, P2 horning in P3, UK P4. RB Farlow, well, has recovered to a P5. Whoa, what a race, what a race. And let's see, Kubarabi, one of the drivers that has pretty much kept it clean in terms of penalties. Kudos to him, kudos to the Alpha Tower team to keep it clean on the track, and he will come across the track, come across the line to take P9. Baby Shumi as well, looks like he has been lapped, and that he's still racing. Perhaps he's just disconnected, but he will have to cross the line before the game calls us back to the main menus. So let's see if Baby Shumi has something to do here as well. Yeah, well, looks like Baby Shumi has been disconnected from the session, so until he doesn't cross the line, we will be having a little moment here to ponder upon what has just happened. Oxygen has just won the race on track. UK, who was on P2 on track as well, looking very great to hold on to the lead, but got overtaken on the last lap. Oxygen preparing the move on the right time to get the lead. UK though will have to settle for P4 for now. Post-race penalties, post-race shooting will come into play to decide who actually has done the job to claim the final 2 podium positions. And there I see the win as well on penalties. There we go. As Baby Shumi's car has crossed the line, takes P10. We are done for the Spanish Grand Prix. What a boxing day it has been. Well, it has been a pretty fun and eventful session as a Gauts picks up the drive of the day. Good drive from him, and that will take him pretty far, I guess, for today. Good points for him. Fortunate for his teammate though, not able to join him on the points. Gauts P2 for now. Let's hope he's happy with that, and we will right on board. Look at the penalties. Yep, and seems like Oxygen does have a 3-second penalty, so which means if UK gets his time penalties removed, he will be winning on track. But let's see if that will be the case at the end of today once the drivers have reported their incidents. As you can see, folks, a lot of track limit warning. It is pretty difficult to keep your car in a straight line in this twisty and high speed nature circuit. Well, 33 laps are over. Safety cars, left, right and center, VSC as well to start. And finally we have a race completed. 6 drivers have fallen victim to this track though, which means only 10 drivers have made it through. Someone predicted that we will only have half the drivers making it through today. They were close, they were very close today, but we have got 10 drivers finishing, and that should be the end of the race. Whew. And also folks, hope you're having a good day as well. Apologies for all the stream issues today as well, and audio cuts, connection cuts and whatnot. I truly apologize for that. Let's hope we get some good highlights out of this in some of the parts where we were actually visible. And yes, race has been concluded. That will mean we are at the end of the stream. So to the folks who have been staying with us from start till the end, make sure you hit the like, subscribe to the RoadRunner Racing channel as well, and we will be bringing you some highlights from the previous races and this race as well. Have a good Christmas, have a good holiday, happy Boxing Day, and we'll see you in the next race next week. Till then everyone, please stay safe, take care.